Good morning, YouTube. Welcome back to our Desert Hava garden. It is June 19th today, and summer heat has hit us fully now. We had a very late start to our heat, but now this whole week we've had temperatures between 115 and 117 degrees Fahrenheit. It's been very hot, very dry, and our garden is reacting. So now we're going to get into some of our challenges. I'll start first with our little strawberry plants. They are looking really well, and they've been tolerating the heat very nicely. Not producing any strawberries, but there they are. Our tomato plants have not been reacting so well. We've had a lot of stunted growth, we have yellowing leaves, we have curling leaves, and we even have a lot of dying foliage. We also aren't getting any tomato plants or tomato fruit. We see some flowers coming in, but we're just not very good looking plants and no fruits to speak of except for one little tiny fruit over here. I'll show you. This is an Illinois beauty, and it's not much of a beauty. That's it. That's the one tomato. Our cowpeas have been slowing down on production. We got about 2 quarts of beans out of them. But I am starting to see some new flowers come in, and each new flower results in a new pea pod. Here's a couple pea pods that need to be picked. This plant is pretty dry. I think that we are going to increase our watering now. We're also going to add some calcium by using crushed eggshells to the tomatoes, and then I'm going to do a whole bunch of mulch today. I'm going to add straw in there and just try and retain some of that moisture. The red variety of cowpeas, the plants are looking absolutely beautiful. I mean, look at that lovely green growth, nice and full. We're seeing flowers, hoping that it's getting its second wind to produce a whole bunch more beans. It's supposed to be very heat tolerant. The Tomatillo, still not getting any tomatillos off of it. We now have 4 plants. They're kind of all twisted and tangled. But you can see here that we've had some pest problems. We had some soft body slugs that came in. They were strange looking. They had little soft prickles on their back, kind of black looking, and they reacted very well to using BT spray. It's an organic helper for the garden that I spray, and it helps with your tomato hornworms, inchworms, as well as these soft body slugs. Move over here. This squash plant is the Tattoome Squash. It started out really well. We got some lovely squash off of it, but now it's all crunched up and dying. I did throw more seeds in here a couple weeks ago, and voila, there's one coming up now. So I'm going to cut this plant back, and I'm going to do a whole bunch of mulch in there and see if we can get that guy to come back. The rosemary, again, just grows like a weed here. Once it's established, it looks so lush and full. It's actually taking over the walkway. Here we have our orange bell peppers. Finally seeing a couple little flowers come in there, but you can see the leaves are curled upward, and the plant is very stunted in its growth. I assume that that's from not enough water. So again, we're going to increase the watering today to twice a day, 10 minutes, and we are also going to mulch heavily. The Amish paste tomatoes, same thing, are not looking very well. You can see a lot of yellowing and brown leaves, crunchy. This one has a lot of flowers, and I try and help pollination by tapping the flowers as well as shaking the tomato cages. But we're just not seeing any results. And I think it's because the plants are distressed. You can see that they just do not look like they're very happy here. I've had about 0 success rate with my melon seeds germinating this year. I've tried 2 different varieties. One is like a honeydew, and the other one is a cantaloupe. It's a sleeping beauty, and none of them are coming up. Though I have some more squash plants coming up. I threw out some more seeds, and the squash plants are coming up very nicely. This was our green tint scallop squash, and it produced a few nice little squash, but now it's just about dead. I'm going to tear it out today and use that dirt for something else, add some more compost. Again, no squash or no melon coming up over there. I still haven't gotten in here to cut back the artichoke plants for the summer. They'll come back next winter, but I need to cut them. It's all dead growth. You can see the okra coming up there, and there's more. Here are the leeks, still doing great, don't seem to be phased at all by the heat. And the mint plant, same thing. Mint is a monster. It sends out runners, it'll take over the garden. It's coming out over the side. It's just all over the place. Here we have more squash, green tint, scallops, and the plant looks great, but the squash have not been developing very well. I've been helping with manually pollinating, but they're staying really small, about the size of a silver dollar, little tiny squashes. And here we have our poor distressed grape plant. This is the one that was attacked by fungus, and you can see most of the grapes fell off, never ripened. Here's some. They just look horrible. It won't produce any edible fruit this year. But on the bright side, we have tons of brand new growth that's nice and healthy and lush. It has completely covered the side of the chicken coop, which is really cool because if we had chickens in there right now, it would be giving them so much nice shade. Here's our watermelon. It's starting to come out the fence, which to me is a good sign. Last year our watermelon, when it got very long and viney, is when it started to produce fruit, and we haven't seen any fruit yet on this watermelon, on these watermelon plants. One is a Desert King variety, which has an orange flesh, and the other one is the Navajo Winter, which has a white rind and a pink flesh. I'm excited to see some fruits there. Hopefully they'll get started pretty soon. It's definitely hot enough now. Here's okra. These guys got a slow start, but with this heat I expect them to start rocketing upward really quick here. Same thing with this garden. You can see the bare dirt. I'm going to start mulching everywhere today. The heat has now become a major issue. In the aquaponics, you can see here, this is all growth from one big volunteer plant. I believe it is some sort of a melon, but you can see where it starts right here. This is all one plant. That's it. Lots of cute little yellow flowers on it. And you can even see that there are some females. Right here you can see. The females have the little bulb on them, and the males don't. There's another female there. So this is a nice plant. I don't know if it'll produce any fruit, but I'm not that worried about it. I just want to keep the water filtered for the fish in the aquaponics system. In the summer we have really not much going on in the aquaponics just because of the heat. But you can see I harvested the borage seeds out of here and pulled most of the borage out, and it dropped some seeds. I did that intentionally, and there's some more coming up. So these greens I can harvest through the summer and they won't be bitter, and you just eat those leaves like you would spinach. And so there's a few of the plants coming up just in random places. I even think I see a purple one right here. We also have the cucumber plant over here, and it just produces cucumbers like crazy. I love this plant. I've been making pickles with my son, my 8-year-old. He loves making pickles, sweet ones, and we use wonderful natural ingredients: honey, vinegar, turmeric, and mustard seeds, and celery seeds. And that's all we use to make our pickles, and everybody loves them. So we can give those as a gift, and this plant just produces really well. My son is a farmer in his own right, and he likes to start bean seeds. He starts these inside and brings them out. I'm not sure if they'll do anything, but he enjoys doing it. So I give him garden space so he can enjoy himself. I planted another cucumber plant just because it's doing so well. Here in the floating bed, I usually don't have anything over the summer, but you can see that I've been experimenting with some squashes, and I'm having some results. You can see some coming up here. Hopefully they'll fruit as they get bigger. I planted a whole bunch of melons, and these are the empty dishes. No melons coming up at all. I still have one borage plant here, and I need to harvest the seeds off of that and share, because obviously way too many seeds for myself alone, but each one of these little guys has seeds inside of it, and I just run my hand along it to pull the seeds off. More squashes, and hiding under here. I just have a whole bunch of them. If they end up growing, I'm going to have squash plants vining everywhere. The celery plant does not look good at all. It has reacted poorly to the heat, so I'll probably just pull that out. And these are really cool. These are just little pond plants that randomly come up here. They're very spontaneous. And they're just kind of cute, like little fern guys. And right now, because I'm not using the space, I see no reason to pull them out. We'll just leave them be. Well, that is our update for June 19th. Lots of hot going on here in the summer. It's about 6 o'clock in the morning now, so I got out here before the major heat of the day. If you like these updates, subscribe to our channel and like the video, and we'll keep getting them to you.